2 weeks ago I did a video of the AEBS sensor being removed from the Renault Zoe, and I had a theory on what this might mean for its NCAP safety rating. Well, this week we get to find out because NCAP have released the results of the Renault Zoe ZE50 and it comes in at a shocking 0 stars. Now, it's not as shocking as some may think, and we're going to be looking into why it has gone so low, but also how it is shocking that it has actually got worse compared to the 2013 rate car compared to the same 2013 standards due to a removal of an airbag. NCAP is an independent body. They test cars from all over the world to take part in the NCAP safety rating. Some of these cars are given to NCAP by manufacturers, and sometimes NCAP decide to buy a car and test it. Now, the Zoe was originally tested in 2013 by NCAP, a whole 8 years ago, and that test expired in January 2020. That means that NCAP, when they issue it, they give a set time of period when that test will last to, and the NCAP rating for the Renault Zoe expired in January 2020. That is the year, pretty much, when the ZE50 came out. And Renault, I don't believe, submitted the car to NCAP for testing. I believe the car was purchased by NCAP to do a test. Now, NCAP will change these tests every 2 years. So every 2 years they reassess their standards and improve them. As cars improve, so does the safety standard of NCAP. So a car made 8 years ago today with an NCAP star rating of 5, retested to today's standard with no improvements, will not get an NCAP rating star of 5. And some people are accusing NCAP on social media of moving the goalposts on the Zoe. Well, goalposts move, and the reason they move in safety is because if we look back at the time where we didn't have seat belts on cars, if back then we'd buy cars without seat belts and they were considered perfectly safe. Well, now, would you buy a car without a seat belt? Would you buy a car without a front airbag? Would you buy a car without side protection airbags? No. The fact is, safety changes, and in 8 years the Zoe has not kept up with the pace of these changes, and that is why it's received one of the lowest ratings given by NCAP. And what's shocking, it's contained less than 10 cars that have ever scored a 0 NCAP rating. It actually makes it the worst rated electric vehicle sold today, and the Renault Zoe has a list price of the model tested of $27,995. Now, if you're a Renault Zoe owner or you're buying a Renault Zoe and it's an iconic or GT line, then rest assured that the car tested isn't the same one that you've got. If you've got a play model, then yes, your score is 0. Iconics and GT lines will not be tested and have not been tested. And the reason they're not tested is NCAP believe that they test the standard car. So the standard car is the one that they test, which is the play model. And I believe they do that is because they believe that safety should be standard. It shouldn't be an extra. It shouldn't be included in extra models. It should be the standard base level trim should all come with these extras. And like I said, with the RRP of the play model, it should be. It should be part of the basic safety package. Now, if you have a GT line which had the AEBS sensor, you'll have a slightly higher score than the Iconic that didn't. However, the Zoe still would not achieve a 5-star rating, and done on today's standard with the current airbags, etc., it'd probably get around about a 2 or a 3-star on the Iconic or GT line. However, I am just theorising, I don't know, because they haven't been tested, which we'll get to what they could do to sort this issue and get them tested at the end of the video, and we'll also look at that major airbag issue. Now, because the play model doesn't have a lot of the safety features, that is why the score is 0. So the way the NCAP system works is your score cannot be higher than your lowest rating in each individual section they do. So they do occupancy, they do if you hit somebody, and they do the driver safety assist. Now, because the play model has no driver safety assist, it scored 14% in the safety assist category. That is an alarmingly low score. Now, the Iconic and GT line do have some of these safety assists, so it would slightly have a higher model, but it would be kept at its lowest score level, which is the airbag issue that we're going to move on to shortly. Now, here's the biggie. I'm just going to look over to the script here because there is quite a lot of figures that I want to get perfectly right. The score shows that the adult occupancy score was 89% on the 2013 plate Zoe. The adult occupancy score on the 2021 Zoe was 43%, so a massive jump in, lower score there. The child score went from 80% to 52%, and the pedestrian score went from 66% to 41%. Now, there is some reasons behind that. There has basically been some score improvements from NCAP over that time that they basically adjusted the score to make it car safer. For example, modern bonnets now have a thing where they pop up, so the pedestrian when hit has a softer, more cushioned, safer landing on the bonnet if you if you accidentally ran somebody over. There is different seatbelt designs now which are safer that have been adapted. And there is argument that all these safety features could have been added to the 2020 plate Zoe when it came out as a new shape facelift. Renault could have added these features. They could have added them, but they didn't. Now I'm going to show you a video of the airbag, and we're going to compare two airbag designs that the Renault Zoe has from 2013 to 2021. Now, side-by-side comparison on this video. On the left we have a 2013 Zoe, which was tested during NCAP, and on the right we have a 2021 Zoe. As it hits this side impact pole, the 2013 deploys an airbag which is protecting the occupant's head from side impact. However, as we can see, the 2021 doesn't deploy that airbag and doesn't protect the occupant's head here. Now, what I can tell from this is if you had a side impact with a pole like this, like a lamp post or anything, or like a telegraph pole, your head will likely collide, if in the right spot, with the telegraph pole or whatever you're hitting, rather than being protected by the Zoe airbag. Now we can see this from a better angle when we see the side collision impact ramp. The side collision impact ramp, we have the two cars, 2013 on the left and a 2021 on the right. And we can see that the airbag deploys protecting the occupant's head on the left on the 2013, but the 2021 deploys an airbag, because we see that puff of smoke, but it doesn't deploy to protect the head. It just deploys to protect the bottom half of the body. And that, for me, is a serious concern. Now, I think if you bought a Renault Zoe prior to this test coming out, and you were under the same assumptions that I was, which is that the Renault Zoe had the safer the airbag that passed with a 5-star NCAP rating in the past, because if it was retested today, the Renault Zoe 21 retested to the old standard of 2013 would not get the same safety score it did in 2013 because of this airbag change. And that is important for anyone who's saying they've changed the goalposts on Renault and changed the NCAP rating. Yes, that's partly true, but this airbag change is a Renault change that has made the car less safe. And I think that Renault should recall every single Renault Zoe that has this airbag design, which was all the ZE50s. The ZE40 had the old airbag design, the 22 had the old airbag design, the ZE50s, this new airbag design, in my mind, and NCAP's score rating, does not protect adequately the occupants of the car. And Renault should recall this, in my mind, and issue basically a full recall of all the ZE50s that have this airbag design and retrofit the safer airbag design. Let me know down below in the comments if you agree that Renault should do a mass recall of these airbags and retrofit the safer design, and all new orders should now have this safer design from now on. That is my personal opinion, and that's what I really beg Renault to do immediately. Now, other tests scored lower, including the rear seatbelt design, the front seatbelt design, but I think most of these is down to score improvements on how new technologies move forward in seatbelts. Seatbelts aren't just the old-fashioned seatbelts that we used to have. They have got a lot more cleverer, they do a lot more things, and the idea is to prevent the extra injury to you on certain things. So some of them have tensioners that use captive, basically explosive things to pull you in as an accident happens. Some do it electronically, and there is so many different designs now that have changed. But there's no reason why Renault couldn't have retrofitted any of these design things to the system. And there's also other parts that bring down the occupancy score, like complying with the new type of car seat systems that I am trying to get my head round, and car seats are a confusing thing. And if you're a parent and you're looking at car seats, they confuse the hell out of me. But basically, certain new car seats, safety car seats for children, can't be safely fitted to the Renault Zoe. Isofix ones can, but another system, a new system that came out, funny enough, in 2013, can't be fitted to the Zoe safely under the NCAP safety tests. So what can Renault do to fix this? Well, apart from doing the airbag recall that I've already mentioned, that would not bring the NCAP score up because they're limited by the safety assists that are missing from the play model, but it would at least give some occupancy safety, and it would make me feel happier about recommending Renault Zoes, selling Renault Zoes to people, knowing that Renault will retrofit that airbag system to the current ZE50s. However, if Renault really want to fix their NCAP score, there's only basically two things they can actually do. One is completely remove the play model from sale here in the UK and the rest of the world and stop selling it, which they should do because they don't sell many of them. It makes up a very small proportion of their sales. And also, as I've already said in previous videos, I wouldn't buy the play model anyway because it doesn't have CCS. But they could remove the play model from sale, or they could fit all the standard safety equipment to the play model and then resubmit it for testing. Now, either removing the play model from sale would mean that the Iconic then gets tested as the base model, or adding the safety equipment to the play model and then asking NCAP to reassess the safety score. However, that airbag would also need to be changed to improve the safety score of the Renault Zoe. And I applaud Renault to do it immediately. They'd also have to add the AEBS sensor back into the car. Both the Iconic and the GT line can't currently be ordered with the AEBS sensor because previous video mentioned, I'll let you go and watch it why they took it away, but you can't have it anymore. Now, before I end this video, before I say goodbye, I had to give Renault the right to reply to this video and basically the comments of NCAP and the scoring system. So have a look at what they've said. It's important that you listen to their statement and what they've said, and let me know what you think about what their reply is. Thank you very, very much for watching this week's video, and I'll leave you with Renault. Thank you, goodbye. Renault takes note of the results published by Euro NCAP following specific tests on Zoe E-Tech Electric according to its protocol implemented in 2020. First of all, Renault reaffirms the Zoe E-Tech Electric is a safe vehicle which complies with all regulatory safety standards. These standards are constantly evolving and becoming more stringent in all domains, especially in safety. Renault therefore continually improves its offer in order to comply with regulatory applicable where its vehicles are sold. Zoe was launched in 2013 and received 5 stars with Euro NCAP protocol. At this time, the Euro NCAP protocol has since 2013 undergone 5 changes. With the same equipment and model can lose up to 2 stars in each protocol change. The evolution of the current Zoe was decided in 2017, adapting the passive safety equipment to real accidentology and updating the car with state-of-the-art AEBS equipment, such as advanced emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection, lane departure, alert and keep lane assist using a radar and camera.